Okay, so we got it all set up here. We got our pieces. Comes in a lot of 4s. You can see, got 16 screws, one extra one for the top here. These are the side bands for the box that actually hold the lid on top. A couple of little pieces. The only thing you really need for this here is actually just the screwdriver, flathead, and if you want to, you can have a pair of pliers around, needle nose. First thing I do with this here is take the top portion of the box. Alright, so it's basically going to sit like this with the banding and everything else on it. So it should be pretty simple to do. So the underside of the box is like this here. We'll take the bow, sits it here, put it right on top like this. And then you take the spacer part that coincides with the cut. And while we're doing that, we can take this part. Now if you'll notice, this part here, these 4 holes, they're offset. And these are closer together, these are further apart. And they work with this part here as well. So you can glue them in if you want. It seems like the pressure itself holds them together. They're basically just guide pins that hold everything centered up. So if you do it the right way like that, they won't come apart. So you shouldn't have any issues with that. Okay. Next part is this here. So the 2 close ones will go on these 2 close ones as well. This should line everything up. Alright, they kind of stick there just barely. That's all they do. They just kind of keep it together so everything stays in one piece. Next thing we do is we take each one of these here little pins and one of the inserts. Okay, they'll just slide in together there. These are real super simple. So slide the inserts into each combination pin. I'll have to get that here in a second. Okay, still locked in place. Next thing is to put this part on here. I'm going to have to move these pins just a hair to get them to all go inside the grooves of the cam. Get in there. There you go. Come on. Okay, got it all set in like that. Concave side goes down to kind of lock it in place. Take the screw. And the flathead, just barely tighten that. You don't need to put any kind of force on it. And it should work like that. Looks like this here's turning. No, we can't have that happening. If you really want to, you can glue those pins in as well. I did that on one of my other ones. I just glued each one in. I just don't like having a lot of glue around plastic parts. Alright, so literally you can take this box and put it on here. What happens, these little pins get pushed into these real small insets here, so you would put it just like that. Basically it would lock itself in, and it doesn't really like provide a big lock. It's barely stuck in there at all, but it's a fun thing to do. These will be the under pieces that'll go on to complete the bow. Next part here is just to take each one of these side pieces, put them down in the groove up underneath the bow, and install the remaining screws. Usually like the hand start these here, just so you don't cross thread them. And this is just the frustrating part of the box, they call it. So anytime you give this as a gift, if you want them to open it right then and there, you should probably have a flathead screwdriver or something similar for the person to open it. But it's just kind of it's one of those pain in the butt type of presents. It's kind of fun to give. Okay, all 16 screws are now into the box. It's locked, it's unlocked, locked, unlocked. Like I said, it's just a little fun piece to have there. I've glued these in before because whenever they go in, they kind of push each other out. You don't have to glue them. Depends on who you're giving it to, if they are going to be screwing around with it too much. But just to show you how they go in, you just push them in here. And you can put a little dab of super glue on the edge of it if you want. But pressure will hold it together. So that's how you put this box together. Really fun, really easy print. I think the whole thing takes about just over 8 hours to print on 2 different plates. So really cool design. I appreciate the designer. I sent him a thanks, and yeah, support him if you can. I appreciate it. All right. Till then, happy holidays, and take care of yourself and each other.